Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Puck and Stuff podcast with my boy T-Dog. And this episode is sponsored by, a man can dream.
A man can dream.
But we're not dreaming tonight because the Flames took a dub in Game 4. Let's go. Oh, welcome to Flames Recap Part 2. And Tristan and I just finished watching Game 4. Speaker just turned off because we were partying right after. Woot woot. Flames took the game 4-1. Tristan, give me your thoughts on that game.
Okay.
Give me your thoughts on the last two games. I'll pull up stats.
What I gotta say is after that game, that was stressful enough. I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
That was round one.
I'm still feeling it.
Round one, dude. That's nuts.
So I'll start with the third game. I was sloppy. I was slow. It's weird because we still played better. The win-o-meter keeps proving to our side, and it is true in a lot of aspects of the game. But in the ultimate sense, how do you win a game? By goals. Doesn't matter how many shots you have. Doesn't matter how many hits you have. How many face-off wins. Not like we won any face-offs in the third game, but you know what? That game was just. I don't know, it felt like, okay, well, the biggest problem was still the scoring. Where's that secondary scoring? Very true. It still, honestly, was a problem in this fourth game because most of our goals was from the top line or contributed by the top line. But this second game, much, much better. Stars looked a bit sloppy. They looked tired. I don't know if that was just because there were a few shifts there, like that one shift where it was like their line had 3 minutes of ice time, like the defense did. And that tired them out, but you know what it is? Honestly, Ottinger, though, you got to also give that to him as well. Wow, he's been stealing. He stole that Game 3. Almost stole it again today.
Almost.
Wow, what a save, man. Was it Toffoli who shot that puck?
Yeah, Toffoli shot it. Lucic gave it right to Toffoli, and then it was robbed. What a save, I got to respect that.
I'll also say Markstrom has been played amazing each of these games. Well-deserved. Hopefully, he deserved a star.
Nice goaltending. Feels nice.
Oh, my goodness. I wish he got the shutout, but you know what? Shutouts, do they really matter in the playoffs?
In these games, no. Really. It's all about the win.
It's all about that one extra goal, exactly.
Winning or losing, that's what playoffs are, and it's shitty for both.
Johnny Hockey.
Shitty for winning or losing, I guess.
Johnny Hockey shutting up a few people there.
Yeah.
Lot of people blaming the refs each side. Let's be honest, we were kind of saying a few things as well there.
Yeah.
The officiating has been so odd this entire playoffs, not just our series, Edmonton series.
Every series.
The Penn series has a few weird, odd calls. I don't know if like Bettman talked to these refs and they're told just to call the game a certain way, but it does not feel like these games are being called how they would maybe be 3 years ago in 2019. That's just my opinion. I'm probably wrong. I don't know, but
I do have some stats for both games, by the way, you did want to eventually hear that. So in Game 3 versus Dallas, we outshot them 41-32, so that was still an outshooting game. Face-off percentage was decently close. They were 53%, we were 48%. Penalty minutes the same. They out-hit us 44-23 that game. Block shots, they had more giveaways in Game 3. So I think it was just really bad puck luck. And
a little bit of that for sure.
A little bit of bad puck luck, and it was an improvement, but at the same time, it really wasn't.
But in all honesty, like Dallas, the MVP, of course, is Ottinger. Their highlights too. I mean, Klingberg's been getting in the skin. I haven't heard much from Guryanov or Foxa. Honestly, actually, I don't even know. Sagan didn't have a terrible game.
One thing I can
Ben was getting in the kitchen of some of the players. The game just didn't seem as. I don't know. I don't even know where something else. They just seemed tired, and if you're a Stars fan, I don't know if I would want to worry just because you have to fly now, not be at home. That lack of comfortability, does that kind of carry on to the next game?
Could be.
For the Flames, that's a benefit. But now that you have this win, and it's always great winning in the away barn because that momentum you take to the next game, the next chapter, is always something to just cherish because, honestly, for a little bit there, that game? I know I'm kind of just going off the top of my head here.
We were very nervous during this game, and our hearts were racing, so we're just recovering for a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna have more clear thoughts tomorrow, but
we really wanted to get this out to you guys because I'm probably going to post this tomorrow. But actually, one positive I've been noticing from Game 3 and Game 4 is that fourth line. Because Trevor Lewis and Lucic got that first goal for us in Game 3, which was actually really shocking to me. And then during the game, that fourth line just got sent out more and more and more. And I was really confused why. But now I kind of understand it because it's like, hey, that's their motivation to get out there and start playing. Because it's when your fourth line is performing the best out of the whole group. Yeah, it's telling you something that isn't right. Mm-hmm. But good for them to take that motivation towards the rest of the team, for sure. And that's a big reason why we came out and played as well as we did this game. Because if I actually go over to the stats of the next game quickly enough so this actually doesn't last so long.
I'll take it over to you get the stats.
Right, go.
But I bet you Sutter was using them as an example. And the thing about it, too, is the fourth line wasn't actually fully there in this game because Brett Ritchie was taken out. And instead, you have 11 forward, 7D with added and Michael Stone. I did not mind Michael Stone. I thought he was decent on the penalty kill.
He got some good slap shots.
Had a few shots. I think he was playing the position pretty good tonight. So that's something you cannot complain.
Yeah, exactly.
There's some confidence with Trevor Lewis and Lucic, and I gotta say I highly respect it. Who else had some good looks? Lindholm, come on, every game. Lindholm always got some good looks. Like he's just even his two-way play right now. Like he made some great defense plays. That dude is on such a friendly contract, man. It's amazing. I got nothing bad to say. Kachuk had a better game too. I think the points, like the actual goals and all that will eventually come. But he did have a better game, and I think he was definitely in a more of a leadership role tonight. It just seemed like he was kind of just pushing them. Getting hyping up the team, right? Hyping up Johnny when he scored that breakaway goal was minty.
I gotta give it credit to Johnny Gaudreau. He's been performing probably the best I've seen him in playoffs so far. It might not show points-wise other than this game because he got the goal and the assist. And he's performing really well for the Flames, and that's a big part of why we're doing so well. I love to see it. And also some stats from tonight's game. The Flames outshot the Dallas Stars 54 out of 35.
Wow.
We beat them.
Goalies, man.
Oh, my God, yeah. The Flames beat them in face-off percentage 56 to 44. Calgary only got it once on the power play, 1 out of 5. Dallas got 1 out of 6. Pretty even on hits. 13 giveaways from the Stars, 11 from the Flames. They had a lot of block shots.
We somewhat downed the giveaways, which penalties and giveaways, I've already said this, our biggest problem, and it's the biggest reason why we lose games, especially in the regular season. So the fact that they weren't as noticeable tonight is a good sign.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh, what was one thing I really wanted to mention about this team? I can't think of it. Scheiße. Go back to you.
Yeah, I was also going to mention that the first line as well. They had that Johnny goal that happens, and then they kind of had to turn the Jets on a bit. Some great play. Keeping it away from from the opposition for a little bit there. That's a good second period.
I'm not gonna lie. One big factor that the Flames also took.
As well.
The one big factor that the Flames took from this for sure is slowing down Joe Pavelski.
Yeah,
that was a big thing I noticed because
really
he's been a true factor of their goals for the last 3 games. And this game, they finally realized that, and they finally clamped down on him, and that was a big reason too. Yeah. That was one thing. Again, you're right. Markstrom is lights out. I think it was a great decision by Sutter for sure to add that 7th D-man, because he was even saying in the interview after this, the defensemen were tired, because few guys are only getting a few minutes, and you saw Gabranson almost get 20 this game, or he has a few in the last recent few games, but it's insane. Maybe that was a really good move by Sutter, and also playing Michael Stone this game actually really helped. I saw him perform.
Definitely.
And also I know he gives Zadorov a lot of hate recently, but that game he didn't do that bad. I truly didn't see a big mistake from him that game, and that's rare. No, definitely. Sure.
To switch kind of around, one player actually I haven't even he's been kind of talked about a lot in this series is Michael Raffle, because he had that hit, and then of course in the fights and playing pretty physical. But it's weird how he's been one of those players that's been kind of your eyes been intrigued on to watch. I don't know, Ryan Suter, I think, who's playing a decent penalty kill. I'm just trying to give some positive to Dallas, right? Because there's a reason why this series is tied, and it's not just. I mean, I feel like it'd be a different scenario, of course, if the utopic world where our four lines are scoring at will.
Welcome to Dallas.
But Dallas plays these games. They win 1-0 games, and they play it tight, and they do it to a T. But I really think just them being tired, some sloppy plays, just really costed them. Because there are some plays where there's giveaways from Dallas. Because Dallas had the noticeable giveaways this game unlike the last game. And it could have been 5-1, 6-1. Again, that goes back to Jake Ottinger. Wow, this dude is going to get a paycheck. Oh my goodness. I don't know if he is still on a rookie contract till next year. I have to check on the cap friendly there. But yeah, it's nice. I'm trying to think of anything else.
Sorry, what was the player's name?
Oh,
that you wanted?
I meant Ottinger.
Ottinger?
Yeah. And back to the Flames. Didn't mind the second line either. There was chances. Couldn't capitalize.
Oh.
Even third line. Jarnkrok didn't have a terrible. I noticed him a few times. Eventually, he's going to get a goal.
Yep.
I can honestly see him getting his first goal as a Flame in the playoffs.
A lot of improvement by Mangiapane as well.
Yeah.
Defensively,
two-way, yeah.
Very two-way player. I'm starting to really see it, and I love it. Obviously, we haven't seen him truly be the sniper he is since he got 30. And then he went kind of quiet just before playoffs. And he's starting to pick it up both ways now, so I love to see that. And then when you were talking about Jake Ottinger, he is on his last contract year of $925,000.
Okay.
And he's an RFA next year.
Dude,
he's getting a payday.
Well, all I'm saying is Dallas has found their goalie because there was a bit of trouble before where it was like, Hudobin's injured, and then he wasn't really playing well. Holtby, and then it's kind of just gone to him.
Yeah,
and it's worked out really well. I mean, Dallas, man, this is not easy. I think this series is proving something. Is the fact that the Stanley Cup playoffs are not easy no matter what. Does not matter who you play against. Does not matter where whatever it is so difficult because these games are just gritty and grindy. And it's like, I almost feel like any other team would actually still have a bit of a struggle on a close, tight-knit game with the Stars. The way the Stars play, I'm almost thinking, if they played, let me give an example. Well, Nashville. St. Louis, I think, would even have a bit of a trouble with it. I mean, they've been getting scoring at will right now. And David Perron, wow, he's just
St. Louis
crazy.
would. I could see St. Louis.
I don't know. I mean, heck, if I think any of these teams,
if we're looking just west, you're probably biggest.
LA would definitely probably do a 7. Edmonton
would probably do a 7.
Yeah,
Colorado.
I don't know, man.
I feel
scoring,
like either
though.
Colorado or the Flames would be the only true ones. Maybe St. Louis.
The
that
thing
could
is
push it to 6.
The thing is with Edmonton is they're getting their scoring. I mean, not last game, but the game before. And they're getting their scoring.
Edmonton
so you could see.
Edmonton's so 50-50.
But of course, then you have to bring. It's like any team. It's like positive in this end, but negatives on this other end. So right, but that's just all hypothetical speculation. My point being, is simply that it is harder than people. That's why I picked Flames in 7. I'm not saying they're still winning the series. This gave me some hope again, but there's the reason why I said 7 is because I knew this was not going to be easy. It does not matter. It's just the way that these Stars play, man, is just so. It feels like 2000s playoff hockey. It's like Sutter and
on a Flames playoff
and Rowdy
team
Rick Bowness has kind of brought back the early 2000s.
Actually, I quickly do want to switch topics on this quickly.
Yeah.
You mentioned how hard it is for the Stanley Cup playoffs for each team, no matter where you truly rank, anywhere on the spectrum, you make it in, it's 0-0 again. Doesn't matter what you had as a record. Now, my question is, we said what was the easiest to repeat in, but what is the hardest sport to truly win a championship in? What is like? There's okay. Can I go first on this one?
You can go first on this.
I got a lot to say on this.
You asked me the question though. Let me.
That's very true. That's very true. I'll let you go then. I did ask you the question. Oh, all right.
You go. I'm taking my sip of water.
Okay. So I have a lot to say about this. So if you're talking about physically wise, like bruises, beatings, you come out of the series basically broken. It's the NHL. 7-game series for 4 rounds, and it's a bloody bloodbath of a game for most of them because rivalries and playoff hockey, everyone wants it. Mentally, though, I think it has to go to the NFL because it's either you win or go home, and that mentally would break someone. Like you see it in so many scenarios with the NFL alone. They're heartbroken in Super Bowls because it's one game. It's not, oh, we can give them back next game. It's one game. And that's what I feel the biggest difference in that scenario is. And I really just wanted to get off my chest as quick as I can.
I gotta say, that was a great transition.
Awesome. That's why I didn't want to interrupt you because you actually did some points and I'm like, please switch it to this, please.
That's
okay,
awesome.
you go. I want to hear what you say about this.
Man, this is going to be, because we were kind of talking about this before we were recording, but
yeah.
I gotta say, it's on my answer is on the Reebok sweater here, the NHL. Same reasons as what Brendan just said there, because 7 games or best of 7 series can be grueling, and it's 4 rounds. And man, like people just trying this series, just the Flames Dallas series. It's just they're trying to kill each other out there sometimes, right?
It's insane.
Some bad blood, and then it's just a few hooks, some hits. So there were some dirty hits, man.
It was brutal.
I'm not saying I'm not saying
brutal.
Flames. I didn't really see any from the Flames this game, but Dallas had a few. I was like, oh man, that's a little cheap, behind on the numbers or head hunting stuff like that. It is so grueling, but that's like any sport, right?
Yeah.
And then you made the point about the NFL. That's very true. Mentality. Hockey, of course, is a big mentality thing. But yeah, one game. We were just saying that because we were talking about. Well, like I made the example of. I feel like Green Bay probably would have beat the 49ers if it was a best of 3, best of 5, best of 7. But that's just not how football works, right? That's just some stupid hypothetical thing you say because I just want my team to
Yeah, that was the point I was trying to make that kind of point with this is because I'm not gonna lie, mentality truly does carry in the NHL, but I think it cares even more in the NFL because it's just one game. Like you can have that mentality over 7 games and you never know what will truly happen, but you need the mentality for one game in the NFL. And that's just the biggest factor to me. And which is harder.
Yeah.
Hockey, I would say maybe pushes it even more because of mentality and physical to 7 games at 4 rounds and hope you make it to the end. But I got to give the NFL a little bit of respect on that.
I kind of want to almost add on. Let's just do the big main 4. Let's kind of go over them because I think we already have our answers. And we'll conclude it when we're done talking about this. But I want to say with the NBA and then the MLB. So the NBA.
Go ahead.
So in the comment section on the TikTok there, people were saying NBA because of superstar ability. I 100% agree.
Oh yeah, they're completely right.
Their carries and stuff. Hence why I really like the playoffs this year because it seems like less superstar, just one-man shows, more kind of team chemistry effort. But yeah, the NBA, right? But it can still be difficult too. You still have the 7 games, grueling, have to travel. And basketball is a pretty easy sport to get injured in, right? If you have injuries, which are pretty common, right?
Yeah.
Just the way you jump off wrong or you land wrong or a lot of hand injuries because it's injuries are very different, right? I guess your hand matters in all of the sports.
Joel Embiid is literally playing with a messed up thumb right now. So to be honest,
it makes sense. And basketball fans, man, there's a bit of mentality there. Those basketball fans are crazy.
I think
they will taunt you, man. Like the Raps against Embiid,
that's true.
I'll let you know.
I still think out of all the 4 major sports, I don't think the NBA takes it.
No, it doesn't. I'm just trying to explain.
I think it's last.
I would explain
my opinion. That's my opinion.
I'm just trying to explain why you would try and make an argument for it.
Yeah. I see what you mean. I see where you're going.
And then I'll just quickly do MLB as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
the later rounds are 7 games, or you might have the wild card at 5 games. Those are still really grueling. And baseballs are, talk about length duration. I mean, 162 game seasons, that's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't really think about it until you actually play it, is that how much that is. That's why you need a bunch of pitchers, right? That's why you need a stable bullpen. As well, doesn't really... It's not. I'm not saying batters and outfielders are safe either, though, because it's every day. You got to ice yourself. Injuries, of course, are very common because of strenuous repetition, and that's a big factor. It is really grueling, and it's like a marathon. And marathons, right? You train well. No matter how well you train, the ending is still going to be difficult because you've pushed yourself really hard.
That's very true.
The MLB has a lot like that, but mentality, I would say, too, right? I mean, if a pitcher maybe has a bad game, you're going to have to come back with that. Maybe you don't become the starter. Same with the batter, right? Maybe you go down the list because you've had a few bad games. There's a lot to it. I'll see what you want to say with it as well.
Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, because I'm not crazy MLB. Yes, I am technically wearing a Dodgers hat because... Yeah, they're my
style,
team. It's for style. Yeah, maybe a little bit, but I have been to LA and watched a game, and that's why I actually do like
more
the team.
than me. I've never been to Toronto and watched a Blue Jays game. So
yeah, but I do want to try getting into this team and baseball in general, but I'll try my best on this one for sure. Baseball, yeah, I could see where you go mentality wise, and yeah, that 106 game season's a lot. That would take a lot on your body. But I think just once you make it to the World Series, oh my God, that's huge.
It gets so hyped. I love World Series baseball, man. There's something about it. I don't know what it is.
That's the only time I truly watch baseball. That's the only truly time. It's when it's the World Series and it's like, oh shit, this is awesome.
Yeah, you forget, you're like, whoa. Okay, as a Canadian, if you don't play baseball, you don't care about it.
Oh, yes,
but if you
100%.
play it, then it's literally up there with hockey. That's what I found.
Exactly.
But it's but no.
Not really into it.
Honestly though, I agree with that. What about the NBA? I know you have a lot to think of. Well, I guess you kind of already put your 2 cents in. But...
Yeah, I kind of threw my 2 cents in of out of all the major sports, it's fourth. It's fourth for me. That's fair. Honestly, I'm just gonna freaking rank them. Why not? Why not?
Yeah,
I'll just throw it back to you.
I'll
just throw it back to you,
like
honestly. So I would have to put NBA last. I think just how we even kind of mentioned in the last one, we made the TikTok on it, and we mentioned a few key points with the NBA already enough. And I still go with that, my opinion on that one of out of everything, you can make a super team like nothing with the salary cap they have. But I think MLB is right behind them in third because, again, I don't truly know enough to be honest with that answer, but yes, the mentality and playing that many games would be so hard, and oh my God, you already have so many players playing, it'd be nuts. So I'm going to rank them 3. Number 2 is the NFL. Yeah, like I said before, mentality wise, insanely more difficult in my opinion to the NHL, but it's still there. But it's just one game, and if you lose, you lose. It gets all your work is over. It's so bad. That would be terrible. But NHL's number 1 for me. Just everything about it. It's so hard to lift the trophy. You've seen so many teams do it. Yeah, Tampa repeated it last year, but dude, it was not the same. It wasn't.
All right.
I'm gonna end it off there.
For me,
yeah, go ahead.
I'll be honest. It's. Number 4 NBA, number 3 MLB, number 2 NFL, number 1 NHL. It's the same. It is the same.
It's the same.
So the NBA, hilarious. Because I think the superstar ability is, I don't believe there's a salary cap in the NBA. I'll be honest.
No.
That's my
convenient.
opinion.
That is convenient as shit.
MLB, this is very strenuous. It's weird though because you haven't seen a lot of repeaters recently with that.
With
MLB.
Yeah, MLB,
so
yeah.
That is kind of... So you can make that argument. And I will take that argument because, yeah, we put the NHL at number 1. But NFL, yeah. Strenuous. 16 weeks regular season. 16 weeks is long. It's weird. The physicality of the game, too, right, is pretty whatever. And a lot of it relies on your quarterback, your receivers, the main part of your defense. Heck, even sometimes your special teams. It's a big... Think of it. A field goal kicker, or a punter or whatever, if they have to make a 3, if they have to make a field goal or they lose, think of how much on the mental that is, right? Like we were saying, that's crazy. But ultimately, the NHL, it is there's a reason why they call it the hardest trophy to win in sports. Just how strenuous it is, and you see all the time that really great teams just get bounced early or just don't match up to what they should be. Yes, Tampa had the repeat. You can say there's an asterisk there. Pittsburgh just recently had it. LA and Chicago somewhat had almost repeats, and Chicago almost had the dynasty. But it's not like it's just a smooth sail to each of these cups. It's like a bloodbath no matter what. And there's always a sacrifice, and it's like any sport, there's always a sacrifice to give. But I feel like the NHL, with teams who win, you feel the sacrifice just maybe a bit more. Or maybe I'm just biased. I don't know. But
maybe.
NHL, I'm going to give my answer.
Can I give a quick fun fact?
For sure.
So I was looking at the last teams to win the World Series. And the last time a repeat or three-peat happened was in 1990. Oh, sorry. 1 second. I lost it. From 1998 to 2000. Can you guess what team it was?
Trash can?
Which team is trash can?
Okay, so it's not the Astros.
No. Oh, I just understood what that meant.
Okay.
Okay, so...
that's the thing. As a noob with the MLB, I don't know the history. So, can you give me, like, a hint, maybe? It's
east. Like, Far East America.
Oh, is it the Red Sox?
No, they did.
Far East. Oh,
they won a lot of championships in the 2000s.
Oh, it's the Yankees, isn't it?
Yes, it is. There we go.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, he'll get this instantly. Far East.
Oh,
yeah. So they won in 90.
I said Matt.
Oh, Derek
Boston
Jeter.
Before.
Right.
Yeah, Jeter's.
Jeter.
That's funny because my dad. I have family from New York, so my dad has a World Series hat and lists all their series champions up to.
Yeah. I was happy in 2020. The Dodgers won it that year.
05,
Right.
06, but.
All right.
I didn't remember that. That's cool to know, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do some more history research. MLB just intrigues me just because of its long, strenuous history, and just the sport is honestly, it really kind of is just different from the rest. You're not moving all the time.
Yeah.
It's weird to see like a stationary. It's weird that a pitcher is very stationary or a batter is, but these are some of the greatest athletes in the world because the hardest thing definitely has to. There's another one we could do. Hardest thing to do in a sport.
Oh, God.
I think pitching a million times at 100 miles an hour,
hitting a pitch
and
is
hitting,
nuts.
That takes years upon years upon years upon years.
All right. Before we get too carried away, we might have to leave that for the next episode because this is getting a little bit long.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie.
So,
but I do want to say, if you guys are interested in us actually trying to do MLB episodes or anything like that, please comment down. We would love to at least try learning about it because if we know all 4 major sports, that's just cool in general.
Yeah.
Tristan, I'll let you say your say.
Oh, I was gonna say I can't think of a you're better with the transitions, but we should do a preview for the Flames game for Wednesday, and then we'll just head her off. What do you think?
About that?
Yeah.
I don't know. We might have to talk about it later for sure. Was I supposed to transition into something?
No, because I'm just saying, like, preview, like, what do you...
You're asking... Oh, shit. Oh, God. I didn't... Okay, my bad. I fucked that up. Well, I'll cut that out. My preview for Game 5. Okay, so the real advantages were home. That's a big impact on us because we won this one away and we're coming back home to the Dome. We'll all be psyched because we're like, oh, we tied it up. We need to win this. So if they come in with the same mentality and play basically how they are, but actually score and get more puck luck, we win it. And I would say 5-3, 5-2.
Okay. Yeah, for me, take the momentum from this game, bring it back home, have a few good practices, just rest up, get ready. You have the Dome, so you're at home ice advantage. Get those fans cheering, man. That seems to give a lot to the players. And you know what? Dallas will probably play a much better, tighter defensive game, probably less sloppy.
Maybe.
They might still be tired, but honestly, they'll probably figure it out, so it might be a way tighter game than we think. Ottinger yeah, we beat him, but it's not like We'll see. We'll see how, because he might be a brick wall again and just save everything the next game. So
who knows? Maybe the Flames break through him. Who knows?
Just have a strong Markstrom. Keep the defense strong. Stop. Just no giveaways, or limit the giveaways. Limit the stupid penalties.
Too many still.
And then of course, same thing, same stories as it has been. You can just get a bit of secondary scoring, or even just get a goal early, or even 2. That'd be awesome if it was 2. Then we got this in the bag. I'm going to say another low-scoring game, 3-1 Flames.
Damn. All right.
They're always low-scoring.
Well, boys, I would love to see what you guys say about this game. Yeah, so hopefully we got 2 more episodes to... No, we don't. We got 2 more games to watch before the next episode. Sorry, I'm blanking today. I'm kind of tired.
It's
right now.
late. We need sleep.
Yeah, eventually. We're getting old. Haha, I'm just kidding. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this episode and you love the Calgary Flames, you should definitely subscribe to us. We love them just as much as you do, and we love the support you're giving us already on TikTok, YouTube, and Spotify all around right now. Tristan, I'll honestly just give it back to you.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys very much for watching, listening, wherever you are, enjoying our content. You can follow us on TikTok, Spotify, Buzzsprout, YouTube. Follow us on Instagram as well at Puck and Stuff Podcast. We'll do some updates, just some discussion on what's going on in the league of and around the news of the leagues and all that. Well, there's draft lottery too, so we'll have to talk about that in the next thing. So we'll see. We'll see when I'm gonna guess Seattle gets number 1. That's just my opinion.
That would be hilarious, but it's probably.
Can you imagine? It'd be crazy.
Comment on stuff. We are nice people. We won't totally trash you out if your opinion sucks or not.
No. Ultimately, how it happens is they trash us on our opinions, because it's true. Our opinions are most likely absolutely dog water.
It's okay. We're
and so we take it. The fans
but say something. We want you to say something.
Yeah, of course.
We're doing this for you. We would love to hear how you say about us and our opinions. We'd love to hear it. But guys, we'll end this episode right here, and I hope you guys enjoy, and we'll see you in the next one.